Angels.
Good morning.
Welcome to Twitter. We're so excited to have you guys here. So we have a bunch of questions that we've got ready for you and thought we'd jump right in. First up, Charlie's Angels is such an iconic franchise. How has being cast in this film impacted you, and what were your reactions when you first found out you were going to be in it?
Ooh. Let's go from Ella first. Okay. Let's go this way.
Sweet.
So, I mean, my whole process was kind of funny because, I got the email saying, like, oh yeah, you're taping for this thing called Silver Cloud, because it's never got like the real name. And I sent off a tape, and we saw it. We Skyped, and then next thing you know, I'm being flown out to LA to audition for Jane, and then got back home, and I was like, there's no way I've got this. And then I had a conference call with my team, at the time I was like, I'm definitely getting fired. The last time I had a conference call was because I was like joining the agency. And and then they were like, we don't have any update on the project, but someone on the line might. And then it was EB being like, hey, Ella.
Hey, girl. Hey, Ella. That was such a
No, the best was, I was like, hey, Ella, do you want to join the Townsend agency?
Yeah.
And she was like, and then the line cut out.
No.
You
were like, nope, okay.
And then I ended up just talking to her agents for a few minutes with her. We're trying to get her back. I'm like, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, no, I'm sure that was the reaction.
Yeah.
She must have dropped the phone.
She just drops dead. She's like,
That's awesome. I love it.
No, it just cut off. And I was like, oh God, I've just told Elizabeth Banks by hanging up that I don't want to roll. But it was amazing. I mean, what an iconic franchise to be in and do it in 2019, you know.
I love that story. How about you, Naomi?
So I've worked with this one before, and yeah, like of course redoing a Charlie's Angels movie seems like amazing, but for me it was the Liz Banks of it all, the Kristen of it all that then was like, oh my gosh, I need to be in this somehow, somewhere. I think like she's the perfect person to kind of lead the charge and I think I sent off a tape. I was in Italy.
Yeah.
And then it all worked out, and here I am. Very, very happy to be here.
Yeah, it was fun. I got to like direct her tape, and I was like, do that.
Oh yes, actually.
she's like, I really want you to get the part.
Prep for the interview.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. That's so true.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to
She
go
actually
into an
fit.
audition.
Yeah.
Is already knowing that you're
Yeah.
being rooted for, and it's sort of like, come on, man.
You fed me some good jokes as
Yeah.
well, like to kind of do some good improv. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, she's a comic genius. I'm like, can't I get on set?
She's like,
she wasn't as good as.
And Kristen, were you the first one to sign on?
Yeah, I felt like I got to be sort of like conspiratorially involved. I went and had like a breakfast or a lunch with Liz, and she was like, I have this idea for this, and I want to make it really great for both of us, but right now it's going to take like a minute. And I was like, I'm with you. She's like, but don't go anywhere. I'm like, dude, I'm with you. I'm telling you, I'm not going anywhere. And so yeah, I kind of got to hear like how she wanted to breathe new life into this, even though it wasn't necessarily evident in the script. And then when I finally got her,
The loud Chelsea.
Casual.
I'm just
Casual latex on this Wednesday. It's all good.
yeah. Anyway, no, it's all good. No.
I did not mean for my crash pants to like interrupt you. Sorry.
No. But that's it. Like,
I was not going to make the movie without her.
Yeah.
Basically, I think that Kristen is one of the best actresses I've ever seen, and of any generation. And she's open and bright and lively and like all of these incredible fun things. And she's physically incredible. And so I just knew she had the discipline, the training, the energy, and the chops to like breathe exactly the modernity into this franchise that needed to happen for this moment in time.
No one's seen the movie here, right?
No one's seen it yet, so we can't spoil it.
Okay, no spoiler.
No spoilers. So you played Boz.
Yeah.
Or Bosley, like a Boz. How did you originally get involved in this project, and what made you want to bring a new
So I
twist
went
to it?
to Sony to meet about directing something else. I didn't feel attached enough to take on for 2 years of my life. And at the very end of the meeting, someone said, we have Charlie's Angels if you ever want to do anything with that. It was the most casual like planting. of
Cut
a
to Liz
seed.
just going,
That's literally what happened. we shook hands and he said that and like the door closed and I was like, wait a minute. I just planned the next 5 years of my life. And I truly did. I went home and I started dreaming about it. That guy left the company, left Sony. A new person came in and they said, you should go meet the new person now. I said, honestly, I only want to go talk about Charlie's Angels. So if they want to talk about that, cool. And they called me back and said, he wants to hear the pitch tomorrow. And so I pitched, my idea for the movie, which was really just about answering the question, what did Charles Townsend, who, as far as I remember, was like a playboy who hung out in hot tubs with hot babes smoking stogies in the 70s, what did that guy do over the last 40 years with the Townsend Agency? And this movie kind of answers that question.
yeah, or what did he kickstart too? Because
Yes.
it's like the women really do take over. Like it expands because if you tell 3 women that they're strong and capable and like then they figure out in their bodies that they actually are, it spreads like wildfire. And then everyone's like, oh wait, me too. And now we have this network of women across the globe that are all like in cahoots.
Yeah.
They could
They
be
could be in
bad
the
guys.
audience right now.
There are probably some angels or angels in training for
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah.
So it's pretty clear that you guys get along well. Was it love at first sight? Did it take a while?
I think so.
Yeah.
I genuinely think so too.
I-
okay, cool.
This is like for you.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Okay. It's like, are you feeling the same thing?
Okay, cool. We all feel the same way.
I have pictures of you all hugging when you first met.
Well, also it's that thing. I don't know. We met in London.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
like we're both British, and we were like, oh. And it's Kristen Stewart, which is it's a thing. You're a thing, by the way. And,
We're going to talk
are.
about that in a
And
minute.
so
yes.
it was a little bit. I was like a bit nervous.
Yeah.
And I probably was like,
I was very nervous too. I was like, oh man, I hope that we all like each other. And then I'm weird. Like I jumped out of my trailer and was like, hey guys, welcome. I was there for a week already.
really wanted to be the
I was like,
welcoming committee.
I know. And then
You were like, hey guys.
I was like, I was supposed to be out here when you
look at
got here. We all just speak at the same time.
Sorry. Sorry.
Like I was like,
It's like a legit sisterhood.
Sorry, yeah.
Which is
It was, and she's the like, look at guys.
finish
They're
the
actually
sentence.
holding hands.
No, that's done. There's full stop.
So, without spoiling it, there are some pretty epic fashions and costumes in this movie that I think you guys probably got to have a ton of fun with. Are there any fashion
Plural
fashions? It's a new term. Are there any standout favorites of yours that you guys got to play around with?
Ella, you had a few, didn't you, babe?
Yeah, the black sort of with the hood and the harness and in the opening sequence. Like
I call that ninja.
I would sleep in that thing. For real. Like it was so amazing. And the underneath it's like a kind of like a scuba suit. Yeah, it was really comfy. Scuba suit. Yeah, that was definitely.
like
the
you
best.
looked locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You looked. Oh my gosh, that first shot of her. Oh,
You.
obsessed.
I was all about the wig.
Oh my, I was just gonna say the
That
shaper
wig.
on your face was
Yeah.
so sick.
It's like, who is that?
Anyone else have any good favorites?
What do you think?
You in the white.
Star Wars
My
vibes.
stormtrooper outfit.
Oh, that is so hot.
Yeah. Oh, and also like it was multifaceted. It
Yeah.
started out as a jockey thing, and then
Yeah.
utility belt, and
Yeah.
like
You
Yeah,
look
that
like a
was cool.
superhero / stormtrooper, which
Yeah.
is what I was going for. Like
Yeah.
I wanted you to, in that sequence, both of you, I think, to feel like you were like
I could tell you were feeling yourself in that.
Yeah, and that
Like,
thing as
yeah,
it got like
you really were.
progressively more and more kind of wrecked, it looked also progressively like better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sexy.
always that's always the case. Anytime I was wearing white too, I felt very angelic. I felt like bright and present, like this girl. Hi.
I know.
Yeah.
Weirdly, like Kristen's color became pink in the movie.
It's a
Yeah,
pink and
it
white.
did.
Yeah.
yeah. Which was
Love
kind of
it.
great.
So we are at Twitter, which means we love to ask Twittery questions.
Okay.
Of the 3 angels, the 3 characters, who do you guys think would be the best on Twitter? Who do you think would kill it between Sabina,
think-
Elena, and Jane?
I think Elena would be the one where you get all the good podcasts. You know those like great podcasts to
yes.
listen to, right?
Yes.
So you'd be like
keep you up on
things that are
Sabina would get suspended.
Yes, I was about to say.
The account would be suspended.
Yeah. You know, inappropriate. I don't know.
things. Yeah.
Just wild stream of consciousness. Oops, I'm suspended.
And you're Elizabeth. You're pretty active on Twitter. Has it played a role for you at all with interacting with your fans? Have you? Has it helped you in your career? Like, talk to us a little bit about how you use Twitter.
Well, I have a really funny how I got on Twitter story.
We love it.
So one of my best friends is David Wayne, who directed Wet Hot American Summer and Role Models and other movies that are great. And he was an early adopter of Twitter, and he was staying at my house in LA, and he was following at Elizabeth Banks on Twitter. And me on Twitter. And
But not you.
and I tweeted, hanging out by the pool on Saturday afternoon or something. And he was literally hanging out by my pool on Saturday afternoon. And so he DM'd this person and said, who you're not Elizabeth, who are you? And this person was like, oh my God, I started as a fan and now people are following me and I don't know what to do.
I don't know how to get out of this.
I feel like I have to put stuff out, And so
You're like, let me help you out by being. I'll just be me instead.
So David texted me and he's like, do you want me to get Elizabeth Banks? I can get the password and I'll just get it for you. And I was like, I don't even really know what that is, but sure. And literally that's how I got on Twitter. It's David Wayne.
You just continued hers?
Yeah, I just.
Is the bottom still? Could you go all the way down to her old ones?
Maybe, I don't know. Can you go
so
all the
funny.
way to the
You
time?
could go all the way to the bottom,
Probably.
and you
Go to the
you should
timeline.
probably retweet with a comment today I am at my pool and I'm laying here and it's awesome.
Yeah. So David Wayne got me on Twitter.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And Kristen, you're not on Twitter, but we still love you and the fans. A lot.
By the way,
I just get a hooked
she's
out.
a better person than all of us.
She's got a huge fan base on Twitter, and so we thought it would be fun for you to see some of the most recent fan tweets that are loving you. So
this will be fun.
I think we have a few up here. So let me click. So this person said, I keep dreaming about Charlie's Angels and Kristen Stewart. I might be a bit obsessed.
Oh, that's very nice.
It's a picture of you dreaming.
This person says, I'm dangerously obsessed with Kristen Stewart and Charlie's Angels and the movie Charlie's Angels.
That is very nice.
Dangerously,
Yeah.
not just casually obsessed.
Okay,
Dangerously.
cool. That's kind of scary.
And then
Like, what are you gonna do? It's a threat.
hopefully
I
it's
am
just-
dangerously obsessed with you.
And then at Cheeto Puff Queen, who's also named not Beyonce, 2009 me and 2019 me both obsessed with Kristen Stewart. So
very
we would
sweet.
love if there's any message you have for all your fans who love talking about you and are so excited for this movie. If there's anything you want to say to them out on Twitter, we're happy to share that.
The love is mutual, guys. Yeah. Come on, it's a true reflection. We just reflect each other, and it just amplifies. Feel the love in this room right now. It's all for you.
That's great. We love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought, Elizabeth, I would love to talk a little bit more about your incredible career, and you seem to always pick some big winners that you're a part of. What process?
I always call her a winner.
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
always like,
I was
dude, I'm
thinking
telling you.
that. She is a winner.
Like, yeah, she's like, hey, you want to do this thing with me? I'm like, she's gonna win this game. Yes, I'll be on your
winning.
team.
She's winning at life. How do you make those decisions, and how do you seem to continuously find success in the films you're pursuing?
Wow. Well, first of all, in the beginning of your career, you just say yes to jobs because you like money and you have to pay bills. So there was not a lot of structure or strategy for probably the first half of my career. That said, I was really lucky to work with really incredible directors very early on and sort of set sort of a standard for myself that I did try to follow. And I also feel really lucky that I've had an incredible support system in my life that has allowed me to say no to things, which is really your only power as a young actor in Hollywood, is to be like, yeah, I don't need to get chopped up naked in a bathtub in that movie. I'm gonna pass.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So that was very helpful. And then now, since right before Pitch Perfect, I just started to I really felt like the system was a little bit against women. And, I could either look around and be like, gosh, I'm just not as talented as all my male peers who are getting millions of dollars to be superheroes. Or, oh, they don't make any superhero movies for ladies.
Yeah.
That's just never going to happen for me. And so I just felt like I needed to sort of get in there and start working the system to my advantage because I like having a little more control over why I leave the house.
Yes, that gave me goosebumps.
That's such a
Dropped.
great message. And that's how you win at life.
Yeah,
That's
we
how
all
you
want
do
that.
it.
Everyone's like, I want success. I'm like, what does that mean to you? Like,
Yeah.
success for me is, why am I leaving my children today? Is it for something that I care about passionately? Because if it's not, I don't really want to leave my children today.
Preach.
That's great.
Speaking of children, Naomi,
Sorry? No, I don't have it.
No, my
Naomi, you're pregnant.
my
No, she's do the dressing.
I'm like,
Already here on Twitter.
Guys, we have to stop. We have to stop. Do not tweet that. She is not pregnant.
that. No, my children
Right,
are
yes,
a little
yes.
bit obsessed with you.
Aw.
For those of you who don't know, she played Jasmine in Aladdin, which is pretty iconic in the preschool set. Just so and beyond.
in all
and
sets.
beyond.
And in all sets.
So you've had a massive year. You've traded your crown for wings. How have you?
I'm
been
going to use that. I'm going to steal that for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
Take it. How have you been handling? You can tweet it. Such.
Bam, she's good. Very good.
How have you been handling such life-changing roles and all the massive production schedules and just doing the most?
How do I? Oh gosh. No, it's actually been all right. I've had, genuinely, I've had a bit of time.
You're getting more famous and rich.
It's been pretty good. It's been great. No, it's actually, I've also been really blessed that I've been in casts people that I really like to work with, which is always lovely and means that when you're promoting movies that you actually like and believe in, it's truthful. This movie I really believe in. It was funny because yesterday when we were doing the screening and introducing the movie, and I was like, it's really funny, and Liz was like, don't give them that, don't overplay it. She was like worried. I was like, no, I think it's really funny. And truthfully,
It is really funny.
it is.
Guys. I just wanted her to downplay
the
expectations.
I was like, it's so funny.
This
But it
girl.
is.
Over-deliver.
It really is. And I watch these
pleasantly.
girls and I just I fall in love with them on screen. And so I think I feel super blessed. I'm very, very happy and not pregnant.
So I'm getting the wrap-up signal. This is the closest, by the way, I've ever come to seeing what it's like to be at the Oscars when they're like, wrap it up.
And the music starts playing.
Maybe it's a premonition for what will come for Charlie's Angels.
Oh yeah, it's
anything-
Oscars.
I'm gonna campaign for this one. I really believe in this one.
I'm in it.
Yeah.
Any last thing you guys would like to say to your fans, either in the room or on Twitter?
Go see the
Go
movie
see-
in
Oh, yeah,
theaters
yeah.
November 15th.
It's funny.
We have a good time and it shows, Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much
Thanks
for
so
coming.
much.
We loved having you.
All right. That was very